that that use the name of Christ as their battle shield to go do evil things and do a lot of things behind the scenes that are very dark, and to try to create this global network for little old Billy Carson. They have to attempt, and it's a bad attempt. They have to network with hundreds of thousands of people all over the world to supposedly end Billy Carson's career. Well, they don't realize not only are they not ending my career, they're making me more famous, because they call my name out every 5 minutes. I'm on their tongue and their lips every minute of the day. When they go to sleep, they dream about me. When they wake up, the first thing they do before they kiss their wife or their boyfriend, they talk about me. They post me and call my name 24 hours a day, nonstop. They're absolutely infatuated with me. And because of that, and because of what they have done now, they have created this whole energy field. That's what's behind me now, this flower of life energy. They've created this energy. There's only one force that exists in the entire known universe. One force, one consciousness. There's only one. And that one force can be used for darkness, and it can be used for light. Just like the Jedi. The Jedi will use the force for dark. The Jedi will use the force for light, and the Empire will use the force for darkness. It's up to the wielder of the power. But the true masters know how to turn that dark energy into light. So all this energy that they're in their crock pot stirring up, we're gonna attack Billy Carson. We must do everything we possibly can, including making fake accounts, making bots and robot accounts to comment and hate and try to thumbs down videos and attack, and threats against his 12-year-old child, threats against his family, which I'll go over in a little bit, as they try to track down his goons, or whatever you call these people, these zealots. Track down, want to find out where I live, want to show up where I'm going to be, want to beg their followers for money to try to investigate and research me. Why are they doing this? Why are these defendants doing this? Well, there's two reasons, actually, maybe even three. The first reason is clout. These defendants, are actually clout chasers. That's what they are. They're pure clout chasers. Nobody really cares to know who these people are, except for the people that are in their religion, and which is not even a religion. It's more than religion. It's more like a cult. Because I know real Christians and I know cult people. This is a cult that they're involved in. I know real Christians, good friends that are real Christians. And what they're in is not Christianity. It's something totally different. So let's break it down tonight. We got 5,400 in the live chat. We got to get some more people in here. Make sure you guys share this video. We need more people in here. Get this video shared to everybody you can possibly get it out to. Get it on out there. Let's see if Billy Carson's career is really going to come to an end. You see, you can't end the career of an independent man, a self-made man. I don't have any corporate contracts. I didn't sign a book deal with a major company. I own my own publishing company. I didn't sign a clothing deal with a clothing company. I own my own clothing company. Nice threads too. My own watch. My own shoes, my own everything. You can't shut down somebody or end the career of somebody that didn't sign a TV deal with a major network. I own my own TV network. It's not going anywhere. You can't shut down somebody or end the career of somebody that has over 140 social media accounts with over 10 million followers. And I really call you guys 10 million leaders, because I don't have followers. I create leaders on my networks. So you see, you can't really shut them down. You can't really end a career. All you can do is blow me up. And that's exactly what's been happening. But look, we're about to hit 6,000. We'll have 10,000 on here pretty soon. I'm just delaying a little bit. We'll have 10,000 people on here pretty soon, which is phenomenal. I want everybody on here. Get all your people. Keep sending more of your people over here. Send them on over, because this is going to be a beautiful discussion tonight. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So let's talk about the mindset of people that would want to attack a 12-year-old child. My stepson, the son of my wife. Let's talk about this Christian ideology, this cult Christian ideology, to where they want to attack children. They want to find out about the children. They want to find that. They want to show up at the crib. They want to show up at the house. They want to pull up. Oh yeah, they never said this in any video. But the people that they're connected to, which we're going to break down who they are a little bit today. I'm going to save some for the legal system and I'll tell you the agencies that we're working with as well. But it's very interesting. You have to really begin to question the mindset of people and their real agenda, which is not spreading love and light and the gospel. It's really about domination, control, power, and taking over. You see? That's what it's really all about. When we were live yesterday, my wife went live yesterday. Some of their zealous cult followers, and you can go look at the comments. We didn't delete them all. They're there. I can't even repeat what was said about our son on this video because they will delete the video. But this is the following that these people have. They have real followers. We have leaders. They have followers. Because the people that are on our side, they would never bend their mouth to do some of the things, and also never take the bribes and take these secret phone calls that have been going out to try to recruit more people, to ask a lot of incredible questions and to dig deeper and to try to raise money and beg for money and to try to find out addresses and locations and all this kind of stuff. Threats of, we're going to be pulling up, we're going to be showing up at these events, from the top all the way down. So defendant number one is part of a ringleader program. He's not the main ringleader, but he's one of them. And we're going to be going a little bit into that tonight as well, while we still also talk about this contrived debate situation. Okay? But this organization that is defendant, I'm sorry, it's not defendant number one. I'm not going to actually call him defendant number two, because he's actually technically number two on the docket that we have. Defendant number one, we'll be talking about him in a minute. Defendant number two, he is a person that's heavily involved in the super left NDP. And they're backed by religious zealots. A lot of them are with the University of Ontario, which we've already been in talks with the University of Ontario. And they're heavily involved in bribes for false information and doing a lot of what you would call research. If somebody has real knowledge, if their word is so powerful, if their holy words that they know and all their history that they supposedly know is so incredible and so true, why they got to do all this for little old Billy Carson? Why they got to come for little old Billy Carson? Right? Why is that? It seems as if they just don't have the power they thought they had. All right? So we're heavily involved in a lot of research, along with sharing information with different parties, different organizations. One is the RCMP. That's the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Through them, we were able to get connected with the VDP, the Vancouver Police Department, also the CFSEU, which they then linked us there in a conference call. So we're dealing with the Combined Forces Special Enforcement Unit. And they're involved in a lot of organized gang-related crime. That's what they're involved in. And why is it gang related? Because in America, this would be called a RICO. When you put a group of people together and you begin to organize and you conspire to attack through cyber attacks, through physical attack, through threats, and you also you create this environment for negativity. You create this environment for potential threat of life. You create this environment for zealots to feel that they're now empowered to injure, potential injury, and things like that, or to disrupt business. That's a RICO. But they have something different in Canada for that, as we were told now through the attorneys and the talks we've had so far. And also the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, the CAFC. Cybercrime involves fraud, phishing, and other online fraud, including scams. And one of the scams is contacting people and paying bribes, offering bribes, which has happened, to get them to give an alternative view or a different opinion about forbidden knowledge or Billy Carson, which has already happened. There's already one named defendant. That'll be defendant number 3. Okay? Pretty interesting stuff tonight. So, where are we at now? We got 7,000. Come on, let's go. Come on, bring the people on in there. Get this video out there now. I got a lot to talk about tonight. This is the video y'all been waiting on. I saw one of their videos go. I said, the video you've been waiting to see. Now, that ain't the video you've been waiting to see. Nobody's waiting to see their videos. Nobody cares to see their videos. Only the people that are already in the cult or people that are just curious. The people that want to see videos or the video they want to see is the ones that I'm putting out. And nobody puts out more volume of videos and content than I do. Not nobody in the world. Not one single person. You may try to collectively create a whole bunch of content by passing the same video around 100 million times, talking about 2 things or 3 things. That's all you really have. You have nothing else to talk about. But in terms of real knowledge, you don't have any. Now, let's start with defendant number 1. Okay? Defendant number 1. Let me pull this out. People are shocked that I'm suing somebody. Oh, I've sued a lot of people already. This is. I'm not a dummy. I'm not one of these kids from the hood that just goes out there and gets into fights and shoots people. I don't do that. I use the same legal system that's been afforded to everyone else of every color and every race that's available to me. Let's go ahead and get into some of this. I'm going to pull up defendant number 1 here. Let's see if I can find him here. There he goes. This defendant was considered to be a very close friend. And as you can see in the photos here, top left, he's at my wife's birthday party. As you can see, marked with the black line across his face, he's marked up, okay? On the bottom beneath that, you see all of us in white. His face has got the black bar across. That's, again, we marked up his face. But again, this person was at my wedding. That's my wedding down there. But my very, very, what I thought would be my very close friends. We had a very private wedding in Bora Bora. And I think we only had 14 people there max. And he was actually one of those 14 people. On the right, lower right side, you can see that, we are hopping off of a private jet. He actually got, we got so close with the family and, they would come on trips with us and we would go on trips with them. We have private jets. We don't have them. We don't own them, but we rent them out and we fly them different places. He flies the private jets. In fact, one of the ones that we use now is one that he referred to me. Okay, the Jet Club. And so, but I'm sitting here, I'm flying around with this guy on private jets. And there's a reason why I'm establishing this line of discussion with this defendant. It's because this defendant was in my inner circle. Now, this defendant is my neighbor. I can literally go out my front door and walk for about 2 minutes and knock on his front door. We're inside the same exact gated community. Okay, so this is a person not only that's been around us, that we hang out with, that we fly on private jets with and go around the world and everything else, but also this is a person that, my kid goes over their house, spends the night. Their son comes over here, spends the night. His son and my son are best friends. I've sent him and his son to countless NBA games because I have season tickets. But since I work so much and I'm traveling so much, I miss a lot of games. Sometimes I sell them, but sometimes I just give the tickets away to people that I think can use them. And people I feel that can really appreciate the games. And so, as a matter of fact, you'll find out that I had just given him some tickets just recently, even while all this was going on, so he could take his son to a nice NBA game. Anyway, so this is the type of person, you believe is really close to you and would never betray you. This is something that I manifested. This is no blame on the defendant. This is a blame on me, because at some point, he got past the radar. He really got past the radar. From the beginning, he was a secret hater from the jump. You just never know. Sometimes you get people that you think are really close to you and that they're your real friends, and the whole time they've got some type of envy or jealousy or whatever it is brewing in the background, some type of deceit, or they're ready to backstab or whatever the case may be, right? But that's the situation. So this is the guy right here, all right? So why would I show something like that? Well, I'm establishing a relationship, and it's very important as to some of the videos that have been put out there that have been circulating, where you see me pull up to his house, or I don't pull up, I ring the doorbell. And I'm going to play the audio from me ringing the doorbell because I recorded myself at his house with an audio. And thank goodness I did that, because the audio tags the date, the time, and you can hear me speak my location, where I'm at, what I'm going to do, and the doorbell that I ring. You can hear the doorbell ring. Okay, it's very, very important that I establish this timeline. This is called evidence. Okay? Because people out there in this gang, this gang out there, I do call them a gang, this organized crime gang, they want to establish me as some type of a crazy guy who pulled up on a YouTuber when that's not what happened. Okay? Now, I actually got very sick. I was extremely sick and went in the hospital prior to this whole thing happening. And when I say I was sick, I was deathly ill. I actually almost died. We did a whole podcast about this maybe a couple of months back when it first happened. I'm still not fully out of recovery, okay? This is me in the hospital and my wife sleeping on a sofa next to me while in the middle of the night. You can see the heart monitor, the oxygen in my nose, and everything else. And I did a podcast about it because she literally saved my life and allowed me to make it back to America so that I can get hospital treatment in America.